Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be doing the Synastry chart between Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. The first thing, her moon conjuncts his south node by 2 degrees. And this indicates a past life connection and its fate. The moon on this position, conjuncting his south node, it's a good placement. Her Pluto conjuncts his vertex 4 degrees. Now, whatever touches your vertex from the other person, you'll receive the energies of that planet or asteroid. And the vertex is a really important part of your natal chart. So what does she bring to him? Powerful primal passion. His Boda, which means Spanish for wedding, it conjuncts her vertex 3 degrees. So what is he going to bring to her? A wedding. Her Boda, Luhai, and Isis conjuncts his north node by 2 degrees. Whatever touches your vertex, whatever touches your north node from the other person will be the theme of the relationship for you. In this case, the theme of the relationship for him will be wedding, Luhai. Luhai is an asteroid that has to do with powerful sorcery, and it has to do with mythical quests and adventures and magic. The Isis asteroid has to do with magic as well, and a devotional energy. So that will be the theme of the relationship for him. His sun conjuncts her north node by 3 degrees. So the sun conjuncting her north node from him, he's going to bring her a lot of confidence. And since his sun is conjuncting her north node and her moon is conjuncting his south node, there's a fated pull here. And I think this also indicates a past life connection. Her Magian asteroid conjuncts his sun by 1 degree. Magian is another asteroid that has to do with magic and spell-binding, bewitching energies. So what did she bring to him? Well, he became enthralled with her and he was bewitched by her presence. So that's really nice. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Her Lilith asteroid conjuncts his ascendant by 2 degrees. The ascendant, the descendant, the IC, and the midheaven are really important parts of a Synastry chart. Lilith conjuncting his ascendant, 2 degrees, she brings him raw sexuality. His Jupiter planet. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. So whatever it conjuncts, it enlarges, magnifies the energy that it's touching. And in this case, his Jupiter is conjuncting her Psyche by 0 degrees. That's the closest orb that you can get in a conjunction. Jupiter conjuncting her Psyche. So there's passion and love that he brought out from her towards him. Her Jupiter conjuncts his Venus 1 degree. Venus, the planet of love. I think that he probably fell in love with her rather quickly. His Venus sextiles her Mars 2 degrees and sextiles her Mercury. Venus sextiling the Mars is a really good aspect to have. It's has to do with great emotional intimacy, and Venus sextiling her Mercury is really good communication between the two people. Her Valentine asteroid conjuncts his midheaven by 2 degrees, and his Valentine conjuncts her midheaven by 2 degrees. Wow, this is really interesting because Valentine has to do with sacrificial love, and it's both conjuncting each other's midheaven. The midheaven has to do in the angle of a chart, which is what the general public will see when between the two people when there's an asteroid or planet conjuncting. And since it's on both sides, everyone can see that they have this sacrificial love towards each other. Now let's get to the challenging aspects. Every relationship has them. The first thing I want to talk about is the moon. The moon is the most important part in a compatibility chart between two people. In order for long-lasting soul-to-soul heart simpatico to be there, you have to have positive moon-moon aspects between the two of you. They don't have any. Now, I'm not saying that this relationship is not going to last and there won't be happiness, because they do have a moon sextile sun at 0 degrees, which does indicate happiness. It's not really a great substitute for not having moon-moon connections, but it does contribute to the happiness of the relationship. Without having positive moon-moon aspects between two people, it's almost like there's a underlying theme of there's a puzzle to this whole picture that's missing. His Pluto squares her moon by 1 degree. This has to do with power struggles and possessiveness on his part. And since it's squaring her moon, there's a friction there. She will be emotionally, it'll affect her emotionally. And it's at 1 degree, so that's tight. His moon is in Pisces. So when you have moon in Pisces, you're very sensitive, and it squares her Uranus 4 degrees. The moon person, he can be possessive and codependent. There's a powerful connection, but since it's a square that creates frictions and blockages, the energy doesn't flow freely. So the Uranus person will vacillate between being close to the moon person and then backing off because they want freedom, which in this case, for Uranus is in the sign of Sagittarius, and that's a freedom-loving sign. His moon is in Pisces. Yeah, so he can be really hurt emotionally by the Uranus on her part, wounded easily. His moon squares her Venus 2 degrees. This is a very strong connection, but it's a square. So the emotions between these two people are expressed differently in ways that, like I said before, it will wound him more than other moon signs because his moon is in Pisces. Now, I noticed this and it kind of concerned me. In her natal chart, her Algol, the evil star, conjuncts her sun natally by 0 degrees. Is she evil? I don't know, but I do notice there's a darkness about her. But in her natal chart, the Algol sun conjunction is in the 4th house, which has to do with family. And this means, since it's conjuncting the sun in the 4th house, this means that she had a abusive, mean father figure when she was growing up. So I'm going to give her a pass on that. That's an unfortunate circumstance. So that's all we've got going on here. I wish them the best. I hope this works out. And if I was doing the Synastry chart for someone else, I would tell them to go for it. I wouldn't discourage them. There's a lot of great placements in this compatibility chart, and I think with devotion and acceptance of the challenging parts, hopefully they can work through that, and that's what makes a successful relationship last. So good luck to them, and if you would like to hear about more compatibility charts, hit the subscribe button because I'll be back soon. Have a nice day.